Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. Happy Thursday morning to everybody out there. And the story that keeps on giving provides again on this Thursday. This is a spoiler video. It reveals some outcomes for Bachelor in Paradise. Although, as I always say, when these stories are so quickly breaking, we still don't know how it ends. But we know where we are right now, and the spoiler is Greg Grippo and Victoria Fuller are taking a train here in this photo back to the United States. No, they're not taking a train from Rome back to the U.S. That would take way too long to ride under the Atlantic. The train's not ready. I think because they are building a train underneath the Atlantic, right? No, I'm kidding. All right, so anyway, let's get into this story. We're being silly today. All right, Silly Daves. So Reality Steve posted this photo, and I get it. Some people commented, one of their friends must be accompanying them and sending you these photos. How are random Italian citizens recognizing them from a TV show? Well, it's a train to the airport, which means it's full of tourists, which means, clearly, if you really wanted to go somewhere where no one else will be, I don't know, maybe go to Bogota, Colombia, maybe go to, I don't know, but Rome is like one of a very hack place to visit if you're an American. We know like only several places. We don't travel enough, collectively speaking. I know you're going to comment, oh, but Dave, I've been to Vienna. Okay, good, great. I'm happy for you, but a lot of people don't. So when you're at one of the biggest tourist spots in Europe, you're going to get a bunch of Americans that spot ya. And that's exactly what happened. So, of course, this was just a TikTok rumor. And everyone said, no, of course it's not Greg, including myself, because there was no photos. We said, of course, it would have been Johnny. And then I got my information from a source that, no, it was Greg. And then Reality Steve, basically got literally a whole paper trail following them around. Some people still don't believe it's them, which is just wild. Now, why does it matter? Well, she was engaged to Johnny DeFilippo. We're going to have to see how that all ends. In this video, the interesting part is the comments from Johnny's friend and brother and what they had to say about Victoria. So we're going to get into that in a second here. But, of course, they are back now in Newark. I got a DM yesterday from someone who says, I just saw Johnny and Greg Grippo at the Newark airport. And it's like, hello? I mean, get a photo in front of the Hudson a magazine cart or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, let's go. I mean, actually, well, you know what? Actually, I take that back. I don't encourage anyone to take photos. When they show up, they show up. You're allowed to take photos of people in public places. We were not going to share photos that were, privately taken inside someone's house. But photos in public are fair. It's part of the paparazzi game. You can hate it all you want. You can shame them, but they have a right to do what they do. They don't have a right to harass people, and they don't have a right to cause accidents on the highway and whatever. And we live in a time now where paparazzi isn't as crazy as they used to be, mainly because of social media. Who needs paparazzi when we have some random Deborah, thank you so much, who can just snap off a photo? And it's like, look, here's the thing that here's what's wild to me. The pandemic still exists. I'm not telling people to wear masks. Do whatever you feel is safe in your community. But they could wear a mask. They could literally have masks on, which could, sunglasses, a baseball hat, and a mask. You would never even know they're there if they just wore masks when they were traveling. Again, I'm not saying that from some epidemiologist standpoint. I'm actually just saying it from a trying to not get caught standpoint. But again, is it bad PR for Victoria? Not really. It's not like she's got some sort of image that she has to uphold. She's an influencer. People are going to be following her so they can follow her whereabouts. So anyway, Bachelor Nation.scoop, as always, did a great job compiling some of the comments that came in. And of course, Reality Steve said, for those who still didn't believe it's Greg and Victoria, here's another. And some people still didn't believe it was them. Some people said it looks like Johnny. It kind of looks like Adam. It's like, come on, it's them. Reality Steve posted, just so we're clear, Victoria and Greg, Griptoria, what do we want to call them, are back in the States now. Vic Grippo, Vrippo, Vippo. Okay. They flew from Rome to Newark this morning and landed about 90 minutes ago. She headed back to Nashville now. So when she inevitably posts something from home, either later tonight or tomorrow, she's in Nashville takes. I don't know why some of you are having a hard time accepting they were in Italy this past weekend until today when they flew home. Okay, yeah. It's without a doubt, obviously, we're done debating whether they were in Italy or not. But here's what we have on what I believe was a photo from Danielle. Let's go back here. Danielle, who is on this season of Bachelor in Paradise. Somebody wrote Johnny greater than with 7 greater thans, Trashy v Fuller. And then someone else wrote, she's a cheater. And as it turns out, the person who wrote she's a cheater was Johnny's brother. Johnny's brother liked the comment that says Johnny's greater than Trashy V. Fuller. So he liked the comment that Johnny's greater than, but I don't know if that's the same person who liked the comment that said she's a cheater. I'm not sure who wrote that. But anyway, let's continue on with the comments. Marlena posted, I think the best part is Greg's mom posting that picture as if he was with the family, protecting her son. My kind of mom. I'm deaf here for this couple. Yeah, of course, we know the photo is right here that Greg Gribbo's mom posted, and that was kind of to say, oh, Greg's in New Jersey, you know, and of course the photo was probably taken beforehand. Now, Sierra's like she's like a wrestler, you know, in the professional wrestling, who like when there's a melee going on, they just play the music and it's like, oh, Sierra's coming down, and then Sierra runs down and shares her point, which I love. I'm all about. Get messy. So she posts this, and it's just, oh, okay, hey, that's fine. She's like, oh, I'm peeping at it. She's peeping at it. I'm peeping at Sierra, peeping at Greg and Victoria's mess. The person who said she's a cheater was Johnny's best friend. Okay, so the person who called Victoria a cheater was Johnny's best friend. And of course, Johnny can't say anything, but we'll share what he has said. Other things that aren't important. Yeah, and then those comments have now been deleted. Adam. So anyway, those are the, you know, his friend's friend and brother. I don't. Oh, that's a different comment there, so we don't need that one. And then Zachary Reality with a hot take said, someone told me it's possible the producers sent Victoria and Greg to Italy on purpose. All right, hold on. Whenever we share this, we need the X-Files music ready to go. Someone told me it's possible the producers sent Victoria and Greg to Italy on purpose to make a scandal, so viewers are invested come reunion time. What do you guys think? Bachelor Nation. And then the creator of Bachelor Nation said, that's absurd. That's ridiculous. They wouldn't do that, would they? No, come on. They would never do that. Just some random drama just so they could get more ratings. Or would they? No, I don't think they did. Because that's just a lot of effort. I believe it more now that what is this? MF? I don't even know. I don't even know what stories we're talking. I believe it now. I believe it more now that Mike Fleiss responded the way he did. Not that much of a stretch considering all the Sally suitcase BS. Yeah, I mean, that would be wild. That would be wild. I don't think Greg would have anything to gain from this, and I also don't think that Victoria has anything to gain from this. I think she looks terrible in this situation. Now, the more I've thought about it, since we've had sources say that, hold on, I'm at chapstick here. The more that I've thought about it, it's getting dry out here in Los Angeles, folks. You got to hydrate. Now that I've got a source who said that there was, that obviously people were wronged in this situation. Johnny was wronged by Victoria. There's also people on Victoria's side that are whispering that at the reunion episode, which will air the week before Thanksgiving, there are people that are saying that Johnny will be called out by Victoria. For what? Well, the rumor is, and I don't believe this, but the rumor is that there were trust issues. Oh, I didn't cheat on you. You cheated on me. That kind of whole thing. You know, I'm not a jerk. You are. I know I am, but what, you know you are, but what am I? You know. So will Victoria be first to jump? I mean, we saw her flip. We saw her flip on Pilot Pete's season. She turned him around so fast, he didn't know what to do. He was dizzy from spinning when they got in their fight. Is that gaslighting? You know what I mean? Was that a textbook case of gaslighting? I don't know. You guys have all ruined the term gaslighting for me. I no longer know what it means. But in this scenario right here, here's what Johnny's response is. Go back. And I know people have said, oh, you know, is there... Oh, it looks like we lost it. Oh, here it is. Class is in session. And then he shares this. Johnny shares, hey, Warner, yeah, so I think I'm going to take my royalties now. And then he posts that he's missing all of the guys. The guy hangs. This is what he misses from Bachelor in Paradise. I'm sure this is the best part. The only reliable thing is that you can make some friends on Bachelor in Paradise, people that hopefully won't cross you. Is Alex in the photo? We do not see Alex in the photo. So let's go back to Johnny's page here. Here he is. And this is, first of all, this is fantastic here. He's Geometry Beach, and he's got is that a trapezoid? No, that's a, what's that called when both sides are parallelogram? Is that what that is? It's, anyway, Oh boy, it's been a while. He said, "Hey Warner." So yeah, I think I'm going to take my royalties now. And then let's see if any of the comments. Ash Talks Batch said, "Cut my boy a check." And again, this of course is making fun of Geometry Beach, but at the same time is probably his way of saying, y'all are printing a lot of money and time after off of my story here. This is what's so tough about it. It's that like he doesn't get to profit off of it at all. He doesn't get to talk. He just has to sort of wait. People, let's see. I'm not seeing any comments from anybody, so it must be highly curated here, mentioning the potential story at hand. But either way, you love a good studious guy like this. I think Johnny's built a pretty big fan base here, and we're going to have to see how it all shakes out. That's the Johnny update. I don't imagine we'll have much else to say until this weekend when Victoria will be at Madison Pruitt's wedding. Who will she bring as a guest? You know that she's going to have a +1. It's going to be a huge wedding. So does she take a guest or does she just go with the ladies? My guess is she doesn't take a guest. That would be really distracting. It's one thing to like cause a little drama. It's another to just be distracting for someone else's wedding. But anyway, we'll have to see how it all plays out. And then we will have, what do we have? Another couple weeks. We got at least 3 weeks left of this dang show before it ends. So that's, I think, 1 week there's only 1 episode and the other weeks there's 2. I think we have 5 episodes left. And then it'll be a he said she said on the podcast world. This is going to take us to the end of 2022, folks. All right, we'll talk to y'all in a little bit. I'm going to be live on Patreon right after this at 10 a.m. today. Patreon.com/Dave Neal. Bye guys.